Welcome to the 2-minute tutorial on prime factorization. Before we get to the actual factor trees, let's take a look at what a prime number is and review that real quick. So if you take the number 12 and you think of all the factors, factors are a way to make 12. We have 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. This has 3 ways to make it. 1, 2, 3 different facts, or each of these is called a factor. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors, or 3 ways to make 12. Well, let's look at 5. The only way to make 5 is 1 times 5. So if you have a number that only has 2 factors, or 1 way to make it, that is called prime. So what we're trying to do is take a number and make it prime using only prime numbers. Some common prime numbers are 2, which is the only even prime number, 3, 5. Those are pretty much your most common primes. 7, 11. Notice 9 is not in there because 9, this is why I'm putting in red, 9 has 9 times 1, but also has 3 times 3, so it's not prime. So let's take a look at factorization. It would be only appropriate that I use green for my factor tree. Let's take the number 36. So to make a factor tree, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make an upside down V and split 36 in 2 of its factors. So how do you make 36? Now there are a lot of good choices. You could pick 2 times 18, you could pick 9 times 4, but I'm going to pick 6 times 6 is 36, okay? Then to do prime factorization, you go to the end of the branch. So you call this right here what I'm drawing as a branch, and at the end of the branch I see a 6. If that number is prime, you circle it, and that branch is then done. If it's not prime, you make an additional branch from it, and you say, how do you make 6? Well, how about 3 times 2? Okay, now we have some new branches. What's at the end of this branch? 3 is 3 prime? Sure it is, it's right there. So we circle the end of the branch to show we're done. Let's go to the end of this branch. What number do we see? 2. 2 is prime, so that one is done. So are we done with the problem? No, because there's one more branch over here that has a 6 on it. Well, we know 6 isn't prime, so we make our branches from 6. How do you make 6? This time let's do 2 times 3, which is the same thing. Look at the end of your branch. I see a 2, which is prime. You see it right down there in our common primes. And then what's at the end of this? We have a 3. That's also prime. Since the end of all of our branches are now circled, we are finished with our problem. So our answer to the prime factorization is 3 times 2 times 2 times 3. That is how you do prime factorization.